Denied a chance at 3 points.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Called out a very strong gain of 24. Mixon fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
11 empty. 11 empty.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Can. 11 empty. 11 empty. 11 Thomas.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury?
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage.
Here we go.
But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
The Bengals are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11, 11 empty.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TV.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Okay, ready?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Got right.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot.
Ready, set.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bush.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bush.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rhodes.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Bush trying the middle.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Burrow on play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Again, it's Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Check contact! Check contact!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust them.
He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down. Before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
11 MT, hey! 11 MT, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
11, 90, 11, 90. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating second and long.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sand.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
2nd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rhodes. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? He'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Bush. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
And his kick is indeed good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Mixon with a first down carry. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Out to his left. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Got a man, and Schwartz complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Rhodes. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. They'll look to throw again. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 62 yards.
Here we go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
12. Stop.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Burrow
scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ready.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
11 MT paint.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On one, ready?
A dime look defensively for the Lions on third.
11, Thomas. Hey, we got to go forward.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An option handoff here to Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Room here to run. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll give it to Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On one, ready?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they send a man in motion right.
12.
On second and goal, Burrow steps away to his left, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard, his second sack of the night. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? Champion Lions. 19, 5 years. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's caught inside the 35. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, hurt.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this